This is like a whole new thing and it's gonna be harder to like communicate with them. Yeah, now I don't know what I'm gonna read. It's due in 10 days, so I really need to wrap it up. I am just struggling to get back into a routine. I don't think I'm a throw in a glass girl. The parking looks a little sketchy. I flew through this. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you're new here. Welcome to the most chaotic reset of life. I feel very overwhelmed with everything that I have to do this week, but I'm trying to take today, Monday, September 22nd, as a day to kind of reset, because unfortunately, this did not get done over the weekend. We had a pretty busy weekend, just getting last minute stuff done for our vacation. We leave on Saturday for our 10-day vacation, and I am feeling very stressed out and overwhelmed by this vacation, by many things. Plus, I'm also starting to do work for my parents, and of course they're also going on vacation. So they leave today. They're going on a cruise. We're not going on a cruise. We were gonna go with them, but we ended up changing our plans, and we're just gonna meet them when they get off of their cruise. So we're gonna go to the destination, which I haven't mentioned yet, but we're gonna go there, and James and I are gonna have a little bit of time, just the two of us. Then his parents are flying in, and then my family gets off the cruise. So we will still get to spend time with them, but we're just not going on the cruise. We just skipped the cruise part and just went straight for the destination. And I am excited about it, but I also just feel like there's just a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get done before we go. There's a lot of small business work I'm trying to get done. I'm trying to do this stuff for my parents, which that was what I was trying to say, is that they're also going out of town, and this is like a whole new thing, and it's going to be harder to communicate with them. So I'm stressed that I'm gonna screw something up, and I just feel overwhelmed. That's really what it is. Yesterday was just such a busy day. We weren't home for most of the day, and so we didn't get our house cleaned. We didn't get everything reset like we would normally. We got groceries, and we basically threw the stuff that needed to be in the fridge and the freezer in there, and then left everything else for me to put away today. So there's just a lot on top of, I'm trying to get my content stuff ready to go, because last thing I really want to have to do is take my computer and do a lot of work while I'm on vacation. I am going to have to take my computer to do some stuff for my parents' business and whatever, but that's maybe an hour a day kind of. It's not anything crazy right now. It'll probably pick up once we all get back from vacation, but right now it's not insane. I also got spray paint, so I can actually spray paint these, and I need to get one done so that way I can do photos and whatever, so I can reopen my shop. And I just feel it's a lot. There's a lot going on today. I also have walking club tonight, which I am kind of dreading because I just feel overwhelmed by everything else that I'm it's probably good for me to go to walking club, but also it's in a different location. I've never been to this location. The parking looks a little sketchy, not sketchy, but there's not a lot of parking at this specific place. So you're gonna have to park in other areas, in front of other businesses, which just seems weird. So I'm gonna try to leave early tonight to get there and hopefully get a parking spot at the place. I don't know the area, so I don't want to be walking, I don't want to have a good ways to walk to get to my car, So, but this is probably the last walking club that I'll be able to do for the year, because I am going out of town. And then I know they still do different events. It's just not walking, because they don't want to be walking in the dark, and I get that. So this is probably the last one I'll be able to go to, so I really do want to go to it, but I just feel very overwhelmed, if you couldn't tell by everything. So I just finished putting dinner in the crock pot. We are having chicken chili tonight. James won't even be home before I leave for walking club, so we won't be able to have dinner together. His schedule's really weird, and there's just a lot going on in in the next month or so, or even beyond that. Just, I feel like this year alone was just so crazy with all the different travel things that we had going on, and just the way everything felt this year just it's felt like a lot, you know? And so I'm trying to just relax. Whatever I can get done, I'll get done, and whatever doesn't get done, doesn't get done. But I put way too much on my to-do list. I put way too much pressure on myself to get everything done, and then I end up stressing myself out. So on today's agenda, the only thing that I really want to accomplish today is I want to get my house clean and I want to get laundry done. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's what I'm limiting myself to today, because those things need to get done. I'll feel so much better if I get the house clean. If I get the house clean, back in order, I'll still have to do a little bit of cleaning on Friday, the day before we leave. But if I can just do like all the deep cleaning stuff and feel better, feel more organized, feel like I've got this, that will be great. So today is gonna be a reset day, a reset vlog for you guys. And then at some point I have to figure out when I can edit this week. But that's another day's problem. Today's problem is just getting the house clean, getting the laundry done, making sure the dinner was in the crock pot. Anything else is extra. Also, I'm in a weird reading slump. I have The Assassin's Blade, which I've been listening to, and it's due in 10 days, so I really need to wrap it up. I also got Wild Dark Shore to listen to because I just, for some reason, cannot get through the first couple chapters of that book. And then I have Home is Where the Bodies Are, which is the September book club, but I got that with my Kindle from the library. Those are just my library books, okay? Those aren't even like stuff I have downloaded on Kindle. But I just feel like I'm in a really weird reading slump, so I'm going to listen to Assassin's Blade while I clean. Okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff done so that way I don't feel so overwhelmed. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, you are not alone. Let's get our house done. Let's get it back in order. Then we can tackle the rest of the list for the rest of the week. So I have been listening to The Assassin's Blade, and I'm about 46% of the way through it. And I am just not, I don't think I'm a Throne of Glass girl. I don't think I'm a Throne of Glass girl. The first two books were fine, but I am just not like, oh man, I need to finish the series right now. I probably will finish the series at some point, but I'm just like, I'm gonna finish this book and then take another break from it. I don't know. I feel like the last book, Crown of Midnight or whatever, was a lot better than Throne of Glass, in my opinion, because you kind of have gotten to know the characters and whatever. But this one, I'm not really vibing with, although I'm in a huge reading slump right now. I've only finished 2 books, and it is September 22nd. I've only finished 2 books this month, so I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Obviously not reading. I just don't know. I kind of want to switch up the audiobook that I'm listening to while I continue to clean, because I don't know, I feel like I'm just not enjoying this, and therefore I'm not enjoying cleaning, which doesn't really make a ton of sense. But I still want to like clean our bathroom and just get a few other things done today before I have to go to not book club. Walking club. I'm kind of tempted to listen to / read Where the Forest Meets the Stars. I wasn't going to read it, but then after hearing more about the book, I'm kind of like, maybe it would be really good. And it's only like 333 pages, which I think I could get done by Wednesday for the Patreon book club for Delaney Smith. And I didn't participate in last month's because my in-person book club, that's usually the last Thursday of the month, they moved it to the last Wednesday of the month, and I didn't even get to go to that, which is a whole other side thing. But because I knew I wasn't going to be able to participate in the online book club, I just didn't read the book at all. I kind of want to listen to that / read that, and I don't know, maybe that'll help pull me out of this weird book slump I'm in. I feel like it's like this weird time of year where you're like, I'm kind of craving like fall spooky season stuff, but of course I'm going to a tropical place for vacation, so I don't feel like taking fall books is really gonna fit. So I'm like bringing summer books for my trip, and then once we get back I'll jump right into like the spooky season stuff. But I don't know, I just feel like September has been weird in terms of like my reading. I just have not, I don't know, I've not felt like reading, I've not felt like listening to audiobooks. I've just kind of been in a funk in that terms. Like I've not been in a funk like with life necessarily, I've just been in a funk with reading and not really wanting to read, like I just want to watch YouTube videos or other things. I don't want to have to read. And so yeah, but I kind of feel like I want to maybe switch it up, because Where the Forest Meets the Stars, it's on Kindle Unlimited, so I have it on my Kindle, but then it's also one of those that's like Kindle Unlimited, but you can get it on Audible if you have an Audible account. So I can listen to part of it and read part of it and like go back and forth. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm going to keep cleaning, because that's really all I had planned for today. I did post a video on YouTube, like a short video, and I need to post another one. I'm just like not even focused on content right now. I mean, obviously I'm filming, but I'm not even like really focused on all of that. It's just a reset day today. So I do want to like do a deeper clean on Friday, but if I have like everything kind of like organized, then it's all just like wipe down stuff and sanitize stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna continue to work on that and listen to Where the Forest Meets the Stars, because I think that is the vibe that I'm feeling right now. I'm just not having fun with the Assassin's Blade. As like, it's fine, but I don't know, it's making me like not want to clean. I just like want to sit here and go on YouTube. And we need to get stuff done, okay? And we need to get books read, because what the heck? This is gonna be my worst reading month this year if I don't get it in gear. In fact, I don't even know that I can at this point. It's gonna be tight to like get my 6 books in for the month. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's the vibe. And then if I finish this book, I can participate in book club on Wednesday, which will be nice. I'm gonna go continue to clean and get stuff done. Alright, you guys, so an update. I have been listening to Where the Forest Meets the Stars. I'm about 2.5 hours through, but I listen on 2 times speed, so I've not actually been listening for 2.5 hours. My dog's reverse sneezing right now. Hey, you okay? You okay? I'm loving this book way more than I thought that I was going to. I'm actually really like, where is the story going? What's happening? I'm having a lot of fun with it. I definitely think that I'll be able to finish this in time for book club on Wednesday. I should not wait until the last minute to decide to read the book. I am absolutely loving this. I'm loving the audiobook. I'm loving the characters. I also just like, what is actually happening? What is going on? I need to know. It's got like a little bit of mystery. It's also kind of got like the fantasy elements, or like magical realism, I guess, is what I've heard people say about this book. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So right now I've just been listening to it, but like if I want to, I can read it on here because it is part of Kindle Unlimited. But you guys, I'll tell you how far I am in the book. I'm at least, okay, so I'm in chapter 9 and I'm in the middle of chapter 9, but chapter 9 starts at page 74. So like I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I definitely think my goal today would be to get to page 100 or a little more than a 100 because there's a little over 300 pages in this book. So if I do 100 today, 100 Tuesday, and 100 Wednesday, I'll be done. But yeah, I'm loving this. So I'm flying through this book, I feel like, because I'm actually excited about it, which is not something I felt since I finished Wildcard. I've just not been interested. I think it's just that I'm not that invested in the Assassin's Blade. I'm not that invested in Throne of Glass. And I know everybody loves it. I just haven't hit that point where I love it. I've heard that the next book, Heir of Fire, I think is the next one. I've heard that it's where the story really picks up and takes off, but I don't know. I'm just not a Throne of Glass girl, I guess. It is what it is. So anyway, but I feel very excited that I'm kind of getting back on in my reading moment because I've not felt like picking up a book in like a week. I don't know. I can't figure out what I want to read, what I'm in the mood to read. Like, I don't know if I know we've just been like busy, and I feel like we came back from the lake and I was just completely exhausted last week. Like, we didn't go to the gym at all last week and I was so tired. Today is actually the first day that I don't feel just completely exhausted, which is funny because I was like, I really did not sleep well last night, so I should be feeling that way, but today was actually the first day that I feel like I have energy. I'm off of my anxiety medicine now, but I was like coming off of it, and last night was my first official day of not taking it because I had to go like every other day for a week. So last night was like, I'm officially done with it, and which is such a nice feeling. I also think that played into me just feeling so tired last week because of that. I don't know, I feel like September, it's like not been a bad month, but I feel like I've been so tired the whole month and just no energy. And now of course I'm getting a phone call. Every time I try to film today, somebody calls me. They never call until I start filming. Good morning, you guys. I realized last night that I never wrapped up the vlog, so I'm just gonna continue it today and then film Wednesday, Thursday, Friday as one separate vlog because I need to be filming all the content I can. I had the strong urge to delete everything from yesterday and just start over today, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, though I'm tempted because my hair was not looking great yesterday. I just was like kind of in a funk. Honestly, today I feel a little sad too because my family's getting on the cruise and obviously I'm not, even though I'm so excited to be going to Hawaii. I also am like sad that I don't get to experience the cruise part of it this year, but it's fine. So this morning has not gone as planned for me because I just feel like I got ran over by a truck after walking club last night, and James had like work he needed to get done, so we were up until like midnight and there was just no way I was gonna get up at 5 and go to the gym. So we did not go to the gym. I have not started working on anything. I am just struggling to get back into a routine, and it's so hard when I'm like looking at this going, well, on Saturday we leave. So what's the point of trying to get into a routine if I'm only gonna be in it for like 3 days, you know? That's where we're at. But I am gonna work on some Etsy and Shopify stuff this morning because I really, really need to get my button gear for that, because I'd like to reopen my shop when I get back from Hawaii, so I need to do that. I have also been listening to Where the Forest Meets the Stars. I'm on chapter 15. I'm loving it so far. I'm really gonna try to listen to the rest of it before tomorrow night, because tomorrow night is the book club. Yeah, I need to do that. and get a lot of computer work done. I also need to edit the vlog that's like decorating, because I have not done that and I would like to put that up. It's not going to be anything like super special. It's just me decorating, but I would still like to, you know, share that. So I'm not going to delete that. I do need to film like a outro clip and explain that we have not done our front porch. I'm hoping we can do our front porch on Friday. That way it's decorated before we leave, because when we come back it'll be October, you know, and like this should have been done all of September. Anyway, I don't know what my deal is, but I just feel like it has been so hard to get into any sort of routine and rhythm of life since July is when all the craziness started, because July was like back to back to back out of town, you know. We went to Disney, we went to Vegas, then came home. Our dog had her allergic reaction or whatever. Went out of town again for my sister's wedding. Came home, was home for a little bit. And yeah, anyway, we've just been doing a lot of traveling back to back to back to back to back. And so after this vacation, we only have 2 other trips that I know of, and they are just like, one's for a family friend's wedding, or I mean, I can call her my friend too, but like my whole family is going to this wedding because like we're all friends. But anyway, we have a wedding in November, and then we have Christmas with my family in December, obviously. And then other than that, I don't think we have any other travel plans. Yeah, I'm struggling with the change in the season. That's always hard for me when it starts to get dark outside earlier. It starts to cool off. It just is not great for me. So I'm struggling with that. I just came off my anxiety medicine. I'm just tired, you know, and then with all the stuff going on in the world, like I try really hard to not go online and see stuff, because, you know, I feel like anytime anything happens, the worst thing you could do is go look stuff up online, because that's really not great. But I just feel like it's kind of put me in a funk, you know? And so there's that. But anyway, I'm struggling to get back into some sort of routine, and it's really frustrating, but I'm trying to just be gentle with myself. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna feel better. So yeah, but no gym this morning. And we have our nephew's birthday party tonight, so we won't be able to go to the gym tonight. So we just have, on top of like getting ready to go out of town, we have several different social things that we're doing this week. And I'm just like, I need to slow down with my social calendar. I'm just kidding. I don't want to, but I might need to adjust. I'm also using this super fun mug. It says, "Be a rainbow in someone's storm." I feel like we all need that reminder right now, because you never know what somebody's going through, and your smile, your just being kind to them could really be like that rainbow they need to see in the middle of their life storm that they're going through. This will be available in my shop when I reopen, on a mug and on a t-shirt and sweatshirt. And then if I can get stickers up by the time I reopen, it'll also be a sticker. I don't know if that's gonna happen. My office isn't even finished like setting up. I don't even have like my printers hooked back up. I just feel constantly overwhelmed with life. Can anybody else relate to that, where you just feel constantly like overwhelmed by everything about life? You're just like, I just need to go on a vacation for like a year, get my life together. That's how I feel. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work. I just wanted to pop in and say hi, continuing this vlog. Hopefully it's gonna be a good one. I just realized that it's been a while since I talked to you guys. So I have been working hard on my website. I've been making some progress, which is really good. I've also just been listening to Where the Forest Meets the Stars this whole time, and I'm almost done with it. I have like 50 minutes left, so I'm gonna finish that, and then I'm going to edit the Decorate With Me video, which is, it shouldn't be that long, so it shouldn't take that long to edit and like get ready, so I can put it up tomorrow. And so yeah, that's really what I've been working on. But I realized I was about to take my computer to go sit on the couch and work on editing the video, and I was like, I haven't talked to the vlog like in a while. But yeah, I've just been literally sitting here working on my website, working on some listing photos and some other things, and I'm very happy with that. I'm getting it done. So yeah, it's been a productive work day. I have put on my sweatshirt because it is chilly in here, because I like to keep it chilly. I had some lunch. I watched a YouTube video while I was eating lunch, and then I just hopped right back into working on Rachel Denise designs. So I had a date picked out for reopening, but I feel like that's just cutting it too close with having, I don't have to go out of town, but with going out of town, I think it's gonna cut it too close. So I've pushed the date back by like 5 days, and I think I'm going to announce it on my social media accounts today, which is very exciting. So I have that to do, and yeah, I've just been working on all of that. I'll get the video done, and then I also like kind of mapped out the rest of my week. So like tomorrow I'm gonna work on painting the like book counter thing, because I did get some spray paint, so I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna spray paint it in the morning. I'm just doing one tomorrow because I just need to see how it's gonna turn out and get pictures and whatever. So I'm gonna spray paint it in the morning, and then I'm going to paint the rest of it in the afternoon. And in between that, I'm going to continue working on Etsy and Shopify stuff, and I'm going to film some short form content. And then, well, you guys, I don't know why I'm telling you my whole schedule for the week. You'll see it tomorrow in tomorrow's video. But I'm feeling like I'm getting my life under control, which is good. Thursday and Friday are going to be the days where it's like, crap, I've got to get everything done. So if I can get the video done today, and then tomorrow try to get more of this stuff done, especially like filming, I think we will be good to go. Just busy stuff this week, but I feel a lot better. Like I can actually breathe again, because yesterday I woke up and was just like, I don't know when I'm gonna get everything done. Anyway, I'm gonna go head on over to the couch and start editing. Actually, I'm gonna do a little bit more work on my website just while I finish this. Actually, I'm gonna take my computer and I'm gonna work more on my website while I finish this, because I have like 50 minutes to go, and it's so good. It's such a good story, so I obviously want to finish it. I flew through this. This was so good. So I'm gonna do that, and then once I'm done listening to that, then I'm gonna work on the video, which I should have plenty of time to work on the video. I'm gonna go do that, move to the couch. I'll move you guys so you guys can see me work on the couch, I guess. But yeah, that's all I'm doing today. It's just a lot of computer stuff. Okay, you guys, so I finished listening to Where the Forest Meets the Stars. It was such a good book. I really enjoyed it. It was just really good. It was really good. So finished that, and yeah, now I don't know what I'm gonna read. I'm still trying to listen to The Assassin's Blade. I'm just not enjoying it. So I might just send it back to the library and like try again later when I'm in that mindset. But like right now, I'm just like, I don't care. And I feel like it's putting me in a little bit of a slump, because I'm just like, I don't care, and I'm forcing myself to get through it. Although I have like 50% left, so I'm kind of just like, suck it up and keep going, you know? I don't know. But anyway, I did finish Where the Forest Meets the Stars. So I can participate in book club tomorrow night, which is great. And I actually finished it way faster than I thought I would. So yeah, now I'm just kind of like, what do I read? Because I don't want to read the books that I have for Hawaii now, because I don't want to like finish them before I even go on vacation. Not that I really think I will, because I don't have that much time to just sit down and read. Let's look here. Okay, so I finished this one. We're all good. But I will tell you guys what I've downloaded. So I downloaded Bridesmaid for Hire by Megan Quinn, because it sounded like it had, I think it's in Bora Bora maybe, so it sounded like it had a tropical vibe to it. I downloaded The Sweet Life, which actually is set in Hawaii, so that sounded good. I have Fragile Sanctuary, which I have been wanting to get into that series, so that's an option for like before Hawaii. And then I have Flawless by Elsie Silver, because I'm trying to get into the Chestnut Springs stuff, so I could, you know, do that. We have Missing in Flight, and there's another one, The Last Flight. I think one of them has, you can listen to it on Audible. That's what I'm trying to say. So I don't want to do that, because I don't want to like freak myself out before, you know, long flights, but it's an option. I don't know. I've kind of looked through like what's available, and there's just like nothing that is speaking to me. So I don't know. I just feel like I'm in a weird little reading moment because I want to just go to like mystery thriller stuff, but that's not the vibe. When I think of like Hawaii and reading on the beach, I don't think about reading like scary stuff. I also have my book club book, Home is Where the Bodies Are. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Home is Where the Bodies Are. I need to read that one also. Oh, and I got Wild Dark Shore audiobook from the library. So maybe I'll try that one. Maybe, no, you know what? I need to finish Assassin's Blade, and then the next audiobook can be Wild Dark Shore, and then I'm gonna read Home is Where the Bodies Are. Maybe that'll be like my on the plane read, because that'll like keep me, you know, focused on the story. And then when we get to Hawaii, I can read like the fluffy romance, whatever. But I did finish Where the Forest Meets the Stars, and it was really good. And I've also pretty much edited, for the most part, the Decorate With Me video. It was a shorter video, so it's not going to take that long. So I need to do a little bit more on it, and then we can be done with that. And in about an hour and a half, we have our nephew's birthday party. So James should be getting off in about 40-ish minutes. So I'm gonna continue to work on the video, get that done. I feel like it's been a very productive work day, but I've also not, like, I've done a lot of talking with you guys, but I've not like shown you guys stuff because I'm just literally just sitting here working on the computer, so there's not really a lot to show you. All right, back to work. All right, guys, so we are home for the night. I got a lot of work done today, but I didn't really show you guys a whole lot today, but that's okay because we filmed yesterday too. But I wanted to wrap up this vlog because it is after 9 o'clock and we really need to go to bed so we can actually go to the gym. That would be good. So anyway, thank you guys for watching and following along. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.